Right, rolling.
Go?
Yeah.
My name is Morgan Wienberg. I tell people about my story, how I first went to Haiti as a volunteer. What I do want is people to understand how much we can impact other people's lives, but I don't want people to go and do what I did.
I'm Kelly Milner, and I'm the producer and director of Not About Me.
I'm Morgan Wienberg, co-founder of Little Footprints, Big Steps. And you could say that I'm one of the subjects of Not About Me, although it's not about me.
Exactly. And this is Amaya.
Oh yeah, this is my daughter, who was not in existence when the film was made.
I think for me, this whole project has kind of been a surprise. And I mean, I'm from Whitehorse, and when I first was approached by Morgan's mom about doing this project, and I knew there was this footage, really, I approached NorthwesTel with this idea that I was maybe going to do like a half-hour profile of a Yukon girl who went and did something cool, and I didn't really know what I had actually agreed to be honest. And it wasn't until I started looking at the footage, and I met Morgan, and we started talking about, she told me what she was hoping, which was really, I think, maybe different than what the very original idea or what I thought I was walking into was. We see lots of films about, helping people in other countries and doing things, and often it sort of relies on us to have sympathy for those characters. Whereas I think Morgan's story, we can have empathy for Morgan, because I think a lot of us have been Morgan. And I think, to her point, what's so unique is having this 10 years of footage to see her transformation, and you can kind of go along with her.
The earlier footage of myself, I'm not a huge fan, but at the same time, my hope with exposing that is that people can see firsthand my personal growth and the lessons I learned, not just from me coming from where I am now and saying, this is the best practice, this is the best way of doing things, but seeing that I was naive and uninformed in the beginning too, and hopefully that can inspire people or make them more comfortable to evaluate their own mistakes or change their own perspectives. Maybe you've been actually perpetuating exploitation when you thought you were protecting kids, which is the case when people have been supporting orphanages. Showed up at the orphanage and asked if I could live there with the kids.
When someone volunteers in an orphanage, they inevitably have good intentions, but it's a recipe for disaster.
If you just roll up with goodwill and a bit of money, you may do some good, but the chances are you may not.
I mean, it's been great having Morgan here too for the last almost year. As we finish the film, I'm sort of grateful for that part, which also was a surprise. I didn't think that, with COVID and everything and her being here and not in Haiti, to get to spend more time with her, get to know her differently, and have her be a little bit more part of, finishing the film, which doesn't usually happen. It's been really great.
Yeah, I'm really grateful for how much I have been able to be involved in the production of the film. I think Kelly was really respectful of wanting to tell my experiences the right way and get the right messages across and kind of have a shared vision. So I really appreciated that. And I guess I'd like to thank Kelly and the whole film crew and production crew for how much work they've put into this, but also, again, a big thank you to all the Yukoners who have supported Little Footprints, Big Steps across over the years, because obviously none of this would have been possible without my mother's support and so many community members here who have done that. And I think really the message that we want is for people to reconsider their perspectives and mentalities, and to realize we can always do better.
I mean, I just think it was cool to tell a Yukon story with palm trees.